Right, welcome back everyone. This is now a game between Spain and Hungapore, and we have a lion versus scorpion match. Um, so if we look at the lion deck list, which is named "I totally didn't net take the top four list from Birmingham," and you see basically the top four lion list from Birmingham, which is Scorpion Splash. And on the other side, we have Spain playing City of the Open Hand. Is this the what Keeper of Air? So backhanded compliment, dishonor stuff with display of power and secret and secret of knowledge and all or nothing. It's basically fairly standard Scorpion dishonor.
This lion deck is actually fairly well placed to beat this scorpion deck, for the simple reason that it has Forged Edict, and this scorpion deck does not have cancels that are.
Oh, does
he even have?
Does
no, he has censure. Okay, he has censure, but he needs to get the favor to get that.
Yeah, I mean, canceling a duty just wins the game, right?
Canceling a duty, canceling display of power, canceling a fate worse than death. Those are all really clutch cancels. Am I missing something here?
No, the game has started.
Yeah.
What's
It's Scorpion versus Crane.
Did I do the title wrong?
This is very confusing. We were told Lion versus Scorpion.
Wait, what?
Instead it's right. Don't think this is. I think we've just got it wrong. Okay, sorry. Let's dial back.
All right, the title is totally wrong, everyone. Apparently, this is Crane versus Scorpion. But wait, why? How is this possible? I'm gonna have a look.
Okay, no, we were looking at the wrong part of the bracket. I think ZELOisBack is the Hungapore Scorpion player, and Djinncito is the Spanish Crane player.
I was duped by Dusagi. Spain versus Hungapore, Crane versus Lion, and then it said sorry versus Scorpion. So I thought it was Lion versus Scorpion because that's a game. Linath versus. Oh, I got duped. The title is wrong. Oh, disaster.
Okay, well, nothing a quick edit of the stream can't sort out.
Yeah.
There we go.
I might have to actually do that edit right now.
Yeah, you do that. I'll keep things warm here. So this is actually kind of a slaughter, this matchup for Crane. I have yet to see a game in this World Cup series where I've actually yet to see a game actually full stop where Crane overcomes Scorpion in this exact meta. And I'm talking about the meta that's existed since the role changes and pack legality. It's just rough for Crane because Scorpion has Mark of Shame and Crane does not have Soul Beyond Reproach. So it's very tough. Very, very tough. I really am yet to see Crane win. So, I mean, all the best, hoping that they manage to break the molds. The good news is that some would say Zelo is on an incorrect number of Cunning Magistrates.
Some would say.
Some would say, for sure. And maybe an incorrect number of Mark of Shames as well. We see a political rival come down and instantly get fate worse than death. God here. Imagine we'll see one of these two characters favorable grounded in to protect this shameful. He's got to go void now. Crane does. It's his first conflict.
Right, the stream title should be correct now.
It's the main thing.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. All right, so I was a bit duped about what was going on, but the stream title should be correct now. I apologize to anyone coming in from the Discord links thinking this was going to be a Lion versus Scorpion match. It was a mistake. It's
an abject mistake, and we're very, very sorry. We can't apologize sincerely enough to you, the viewers at home.
All right, so we do see the and we end up with the airing claimed from the Scorpion player, and we see it bow out the Brash Samurai with 0 fate, which is a pretty neat first conflict. I think he pinged an honor off there as well because it was undefended. Yep.
Yeah.
So
But he didn't break the shameful, so that's a win.
yeah, but do you even care here as the Scorpion player? You just wants to find Manicu Garden and farm that over and over again, don't you?
Yeah, probably. Like, the favorable ground saves the province from breaking here. Like, these Scorpion decks, these Dishonor decks, generally don't have stat pumps, so it's very hard for them to break anything.
Ooh, this is an upholding authority. I think you're perfectly happy with having the Crane expend a card here to break upholding authority.
Yeah, I just don't think the Crane will break upholding authority.
I mean, did you wasted just a katana or or a bonsai that you don't kick just to win the conflict? I think you just eat an assassination then or something. And eating an assassination is basically something that... I mean, playing the assassination is basically something the Scorpion player wants to do anyway to get lower than you again, to keep using Stronghold.
Yeah, the only downside is that he'll then trigger the Callow Delegate to honor Brash Samurai. So he does actually have to win this Void Ring, because if he doesn't, and it goes back into the pool, that's his political rival dead, and that's...
And here we do see the actual thing. So Banzai does get expended, but doesn't get kicked, and then Assassination comes in and murders the Callow Delegate. And since...
and there's no fate on the Crane side of the board, so he is unfortunately now going to lose his rival.
Oh no, I mean, what is he going to attack with?
He's going to attack Void into Shameful again.
But what is he going to attack with?
Oh, true. Yeah, it's a military conflict. So I misread that. Okay, then we may be in luck unless he's got... No, he doesn't have any 1-drop, so he's fine.
Yeah.
He lives. He lives
I mean,
to fight another day.
He does claim the favor, so that's a thing. That means his 3 centuries is online.
That is true. Can't argue with that. To argue with that. As it's factual. We do now see Bayushi Liar has the same stats as political rival. And arguably as good as an ability. I mean, the 6 on defense is nice, sure, but the card from the Liar is pretty sweet as well.
The rival was played with 2 fate, then got slammed by a fate worse than death, and then lost the other fate in the regroup phase.
Yeah.
That's the answer to why it doesn't have any fate shoot.
Yeah, this is not a great flip for Crane either. There's the Alibi Artist.
Oh, look at that magnificent combo here from the Scorpion player. He's going to play Alibi Artist and Manipulator, and with the Manipulator he's going to go low enough to be able to trigger the Alibi Artist.
Sure is, buddy. He sure is. And he's going to have a lot of cards in hand.
Yeah, let's see the Manipulator get played here. I think this is a 0 fate Manipulator, so you can still play a fate worse than death. I think that's perfectly reasonable.
Yeah. I feel like Crane are going to suffer through this matchup until August and the roles change, where they'll finally be able to do something again.
Oh, that is actually pretty bold here. Look, he plays the Manipulator with 1 fate. He doesn't have enough money for fate worse than death unless he uses City of Lies.
Yeah, I don't think he really cares, because there's fate on rings here. He's very much in the position where he can just sort of sit back and be like, yeah, you need to attack me. Like, I'm just going to carry on dishonoring you. Like, there's no onus for me to actually have to be here.
We see a 3 to 5 bid here, which is interesting. That means he might not use the Manipulator here to go down to 4. 4 is kind of teetering on bit. I'm a little bit scared now territory for Scorpion, unless he has found duty already.
I mean, he's 5 cards ahead. He's gonna get another card at the end of the round.
I mean, he doesn't also want to give too much honor to the Crane here.
I think Crane drops its bid to 1 next turn, and the fact that they probably both do, right? You just keep that alibi artist up.
Oh no, I can totally see the Scorpion slamming a 5-bid if he has a duty.
Yeah, if.
Yeah. I mean, he's pretty deep into his deck. He gets to filter every round now with alibi artist. He gets to draw more with the manipulate. Actually, I think the Scorpion player is probably going to bid 2 every round from now on if he runs Swim.
That's true. On Swim, let's have a look. He has 1 Icon Swim, which he will almost certainly find because they always do.
Oh yeah, no, that's just the way it is. You can, I mean, that's just how you play against Scorpion. You look at, alright, what could he have? Everything. Alright, how do I make this the most expensive as possible for him if he literally has everything? And then you do it.
It's the only way. You got to make him play it and hope you don't die in the process.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of why I'm loving Unicorn right now, because it's the one faction that doesn't have a god-awful matchup versus Scorpion. You know, they're actually the ones that are on the back foot on that one, which is
Lion actually has a pretty good matchup against Scorpion.
Oh, I saw an example of that firsthand yesterday when Holyfield BR honored out versus J-Ro. Got to 26 honor. You know that guy that you casted in the first round?
I know. I'm fully aware. The Brazilian Wonder.
The Brazilian Wonder Lion. He's one to watch this tournament. I think he's on my watch list.
Interesting. Yeah.
CCG.
Right. So
we're gonna see CG right back. I think we will. Yep, there it is.
We might see a voice here.
I think voicing court games is bad because then you just get Way of the Scorpion, right? So
I mean, then at least you force him to play Way of the Scorpion. Alright, so we don't see a voice here. We see court games, discards court games, which is fairly standard.
I can't wait till court games and Banzai don't exist anymore. Very excited about that. As just having cards that you've got to have because everyone else has them really limits the fun of deck building for me.
I mean, don't already Unicorn not play court games?
Yeah, Unicorn don't play court games, but we still play Banzai. Like either you run one or both of those events 2 to 3 times, right? So every deck has them, and they're represented in every single
Alright.
format.
Huh. Interesting here. So we do see a Way of the Crane here on, is it Ryoku? Yeah, Ryoku. And a Katana goes down before. I imagine that we're going to see a bunch of voices here after Display of Power. Actually, we don't even see it. It doesn't.
We don't see Display of Power, so there's nothing. Display of Power doesn't do anything. It gets cancelled before it breaks, so either he didn't want to play it or he doesn't care. But he does get the airing. And he does discard Blackmail Artist, which is actually quite big, because that thing keeps Scorpion back in the game. And we do see this airing, hopefully steal here.
No. You don't
Already
steal.
the hands
You don't steal in this matchup. You gain 2.
Don't steal? Why don't you steal? You want to, like, reduce that Scorpion lower, man. You want to make him, like, you want to put him in a position where drawing cards is scary for them.
No, but gaining 2 means that you're potentially just one more turn away from losing. And it gives you one more turn of breaking.
I would agree with that line of play if he wasn't on 11 honor, right? I think going from 11 to 12 and taking 1 is a bit more impactful than going from 11 to 13. Now, I could be wrong, and I'm willing to hold my hands up there, but I think is...
Yeah, I'm going to perhaps just say that I think that against Dishonor Scorpion, it's pretty much always correct to gain 2 instead of stealing 1.
Okay, well, that's fine.
Unless you've seen Duty already, then stealing is better.
We see an unopposed Void Ring here. He doesn't bother to offend it. What is Djinncito's plan?
Oh,
All
he plays all or nothing and resolves the Earth Ring instead, which I guess is fine.
sneaky. Yep, that is a thing you can do. He indeed does that. So
I mean, he
I don't
has.
know why you just don't go Earth Ring.
Yeah,
I guess maybe to deny the Void.
yeah, and also because. Oh wow! It actually hits. Oh, it hits an impactful card. It hits the Voice of Honor. I mean, just look at Djinncito's hand. He had Let Go, both dead. Formal Invitation, arguably a dead card, and Fine Katana and Banzai and Voice of Honor. So he could have easily hit any of the Let Goes, and Djinncito would have been fine. But he hits the Voice of Honor, the one with potentially the most impact. And now
That's real rough. That's real rough right there.
and he knows now that I mean, he can easily just face worse than death this Ryoko. And, and he even hit Midnight Revels. He's just gonna bow! He's just gonna bow!
He's gonna bow. Bang. Bang, bang, bang. There you go.
What you even do against that? Yeah, and now I guess the Scorpion player is gonna swing back with another Earth Ring or even the Firing. What would you do here? Would you go the Firing and further your victory condition, or would you go the Earth Ring and just beat a bit?
I would go Earth Ring. I'd hammer those cards. There's nothing more Djinncito can do unless he has a conflict character, which we know he doesn't. So I would just let the fate roll on the Firing, and I would just press card advantage.
Oh yeah, because you're first next round. So
exactly, yeah. So I feel like Earth is the correct play here. Unless you really wanted to dishonor that rival, okay, fine. He does want to dishonor the rival.
That's -2 honor. To be honest, it's pretty decent.
It's not bad, but it's not -2 because he can always favorable ground in, right? So it's -1.
Yeah, and it's a bit scary here hitting. I mean, he can't go to Shameful Display because of it's Magistrate Station.
Okay, that's good because he can stand in favorable ground in Ryoku now.
Yeah, that's bad for the Scorpion player. That's awful.
And in fact, he actually doesn't. If he's feeling so inclined, I'm not saying this is actually a good line. He could tie for favor. That doesn't make sense. Ignore me because of the alibi artist.
Yeah.
He does have to stand and defend this.
Oh no, he stands with the first action instead of moving in first. I think this is a mistake because this gives the not necessarily what am I speaking of? No, standing first is correct. I am mistaken because if you don't stand first, you give this Scorpion player a very real chance to dishonor the Ryuko before the Magistrate Station goes off. And here we do see the Mark of Shame just hitting instantly. And we actually have 4-1.
We do. 4-1, it's breaking. So he'll need to Banzai. It's probably going to get cancelled by a censure.
No, it's not even going to get cancelled. He's just going to bow him with a For Shame.
Oh, true, yeah. Even better.
I mean,
doesn't even need to cancel the Banzai.
Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't have a For Shame, he's gonna cancel it. But he's gonna have either For Shame or a cancel. There's no way he doesn't have. Okay, so the sanction cancels the Banzai.
He does just cancel it. There we go. Doesn't care. Nothing that can do here now. He's just gonna lose Magistrate Station.
I mean, he did force cards out of Scorpion player, which is.
And we might see another one here. Maybe that Fate Worse Than Death, of which you previously may mention, is going to come out. We see City of Lies used.
Yeah, I have a hard time imagining what else it could be. But that's greedy.
It's kind of greedy. Maybe he's going to use Calling in Favors instead.
Calling in Favors is yeah.
Yeah, we see Calling in Favors. There we go. He just puts the Katana there.
Fair enough.
He doesn't need to have Fate Worse Than Death here. That is greedy. We now know, because we've seen his hand, that all he has is Formal Invitation to Let Go. So
I mean, he could let go. He could let go this Katana, but it literally does nothing.
No, so it breaks, and that's the end of Djinncito's Magistrate Station, which actually probably got more triggers off in this game
than the average Crane versus Scorpion matchup. Yeah, I agree with that.
At least you got to stand zone with it, right?
Whoa! The firing honors the alibi artist instead of dishonoring the political rival.
A sing?
That's interesting.
It's weird why he wouldn't calling on favors onto the manipulator and then re-honor him instead.
No, because then you don't win that conflict, because then definitely the Crane player plays let go on that katana.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. True that. That makes way more sense. Obviously, Zelo knows what he's doing.
Oh yeah, Zelo is a good player.
Good. Yeah. I'm aware of his reputation. Okay, we see some duelists come down at a brash samurai for Crane. Scorpion gets more card draw and a mystic, which it's not a great flip.
I think he plays the mystic. I think he's fine with using the mystic to defend or attack and then discarding it to remove the katana.
Yep, there's nothing wrong with that.
What will the Crane player play here? Okay, so he plays the brash samurai to try and stay alive. Okay, and we don't actually see the mystic gets played, so the money is worth more at this situation. Do you bid 5 here as the Crane? Or do you bid 1? I mean, if you bid 1, you're sort of like playing to the board extremely on the board, but I don't know, man. It's difficult because this Toshimoka is likely to take a swim. He's liable to take a swim.
This Toshimoka has currently about 17 different ways to die at the minute, as is the case with any Crane character played in this matchup.
Oh, we see a 4-1 bid, but the manipulator increases it. Oh, that makes perfect sense. You bid really low as a Scorpion player, and you have double manipulator, so you can actually increase it if your opponent bids high.
Yep, and so we see that exact thing happen. Crane drops back down to 9. So the airing, the little debate we had earlier, you're probably right. Take the 2 honor, probably for the best.
Yeah. So that's usually how it goes in the mashup. It's usually best to always grab 2 honor. And thank you so much for the follow, Ide Yasugi. Question is, what are we gonna see now?
I imagine more Crane characters getting slowly dishonored and killed. If I was a betting man.
I think that's a good bet, and the thing here is that there's basically no bad province here for the Scorpion to hit. Even Pilgrimage is kind of fine, but he does hit Manicured Guardian, which is just the best, most glorious province to farm from now on.
That is true. Crane's only real out in this matchup is building a board and hoping that it's enough.
Yeah, and to be honest, Assassination is now live again onto the Samurai, which could be, assassinate the Samurai, make Toshimoka swim. The board is already gone for the Crane. Next turn.
2 Mark of Shames in his deck though, and he's played 1. So got 1 more to worry about. Bang, we see the brash defend. That's correct. Now we'll probably.
Alright, so we see court games. I think we see 2 court games gone for the Crane player already, so currently winning the Scorpion player is.
He lost 1 to the upholding hit.
Yeah, that is true. So not many chances to reactivate the Voice of Honors that he only has 2 of left as well. And we do know that the Crane player's hand is basically still 2 let goes that's never going to get used out of those 7 cards. Actually, what is there? His 2 let goes and a formal invitation. Okay. Oh, he found the 3rd court games. I would not have expected that.
Oh, you should expect it. Djinncito draws hot. I don't know if his luck is enough to save him in this quite frankly terrible matchup, but.
And we do see a way of the Scorpion here to just instantly smack off that honor token of the brash samurai.
We don't see a voice here. We don't see a voice. Okay, so he's trading cards, and that's bad.
Yeah, but at least he's... I mean, he forced the way of the Scorpion. So it's like the Scorpion player is actually down 1 card at the moment in this conflict because the first owner was free. So that's okay.
But he's going to go back up when he finally rings the Earth Ring.
Oh,
Djinncito plays Formal Invitation.
On Ryoku.
Yeah, you probably want to play Let Go on that Mark of Shame as well. If you're doing... Because otherwise the guy's still winning. Yeah, see, it's 2-2 right now. Your Let Go is essentially dead, so it's got to go on the Mark of Shame.
That's probably true.
What else is he going to spend it on? He's got 2 attachments in his whole deck. So
Yeah, look.
Basically equals my -1 political here. There we go. 4 cards to 13. He's desperate not to lose his Earth Ring. He's probably just going to get for shamed now. So all of this will have been for naught.
Yeah, for shame is a good card to play right now.
Yep, for shame is a good card to play right now.
I'm still thoroughly expecting this Toshimoka to take a swim. That would be quite harrowing for the Crane player. Oh! Hello! That's a Kachiko.
Yeah, maybe on ZELO's just on plan smash provinces now, which is something Scorpion can do when they play Kachiko quite happily.
Oh, right. The chat is actually reminding me that there's no swim possibility this round because ZELO actually bid 1. Yeah. Right, so
Yeah.
we just see Kachiko drop down here. It looks like he's on I'm gonna smash mode.
Yeah, he's definitely on plan smash provinces. Because he can just pressure Dishonor now, right? He just bids 1. He uses his box. He draws cards with the Manipulator and the Alibi Artists.
Yeah. Oh, and the last
Kachiko break.
Let Go gets randomly discarded. That's not really what he wanted to see.
I mean, sadly, I don't like to call these things early, but I think this game is over. 3 cards to 13. No real way of breaking the row. I mean, go to Revels now at the very least, but...
Yeah, but I honestly think that this Toshimoka is gonna get slammed with a Fate Worse Than Death.
It's gonna get slammed by something.
Yeah, City of Lies.
City of Lies. Okay, so now I think you bail. Do you bail?
I mean,
it doesn't really matter because he's gonna eat it one way or another, isn't he?
Yeah. I mean, it's the next event you play this phase, so if he bails now, he's just gonna get slapped with it the next conflict.
This is correct.
How many? Oh.
Oh yeah, Kachiko is actually still online, but it doesn't matter because all.
Alright, so this is interesting. Harry gets played into the conflict. It doesn't get triggered. Oh, actually, the action is afterwards. Alright, so now we see Fate Worse Than Death on Toshimoko.
Bang. It would have been really good to trigger the Harrier before this conflict.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a Dishonored Harrier than a Dishonored Toshimoko, I tell you that.
Alright, so he does have a chance here to go the Watering and stand something up, but here we do see the Manipulator defend. Alright, that's interesting. He uses the favorable ground to defend with the Manipulator here.
And he'll win because of it, and there's no stand. That means he has a free...
I mean, we could see another bonsai from the Crane player here. That's entirely possible.
Cards in hand.
Maybe. I don't know. It's still within the realms of possibility. Question is, what you hit here as the Scorpion player when you attack back? Do you go for? Do you go for?
Shameful.
Oh yeah. No, I meant ring wise. Do you go for
right.
the Void Ring? Yeah. Okay. So what do you get rid of? The Samurai?
Nah, you get rid of the Dishonored one, Orioku. Like Scorpion's victory condition here is more manageable and.
Oh, he goes for Pilgrimage.
Well, that's rather interesting.
That has to mean that he has a Banzai in hand, right?
You'd hope so. Is he on Banzai though? I don't think Zelo's on any.
Well, Zelo definitely is on. He played a Banzai earlier.
There's two.
Yeah, here we go. Banzai.
Fucking shit, didn't see it. He does have two Banzai. Banzai!
Banzai.
Here we go, we've got it.
Only mildly offensive there from me. Sorry.
Also, Toshimoko can't duel because he's been a fate worse than death. Oh, we see policy debate though.
That's a 1-1.
No, we see a Sencho. He's just not having it. Doesn't need to worry about that.
But that was a 1-1 duel. I would. Oh, right, because then you just re-honors. Alright, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Easy. Pilgrimage broken. What's the box for the Crane player? The under Stronghold?
Let's find out. It is. So that's just going to get smashed by Kachiko. And Zelo's just not even going to waste time with this Dishonor strategy. Box to take an honor. And he actually voids the Brash Samurai there.
Yeah.
Yes, because the other two are potatoes, and if he's on plan break, then he just wants the most stats possible leaving play.
Yeah. Makes perfect sense. So what was the Stronghold one? I think
entrenched position.
Oh yeah, Kachiko just absolutely smashes that.
So we are seeing the end of the game here. We will see Crane with the first player token, but I don't think that means a whole lot now. Go fire and try and threaten fire, but probably just gonna. You kind of have to go fire for the Kachiko.
Scare me.
Oh, that's good. He flips the Doji Challenger, and there's no favorable ground on the other side, so that is a lucky break there.
Oh yeah, that's huge. That's massive. But we do see. Oh, what we can see though is this loyal challenger perhaps just duel this Doji Challenger. First thing that happens. If he attacks with Challenger.
Yeah, that's also true. I think you buy all of these characters as Scorpion.
If you're on Smash mode, absolutely.
Oh
wait, no, we both know exactly what's gonna happen to this Doji Challenger. We both know it. It's not gonna do anything because it's gonna get hit by Fate Worse Than Death.
We've seen two. He could have been unlucky and not had the third one.
I mean, come on.
It's unlikely. It's unlikely. Yeah, okay. I'm merely offering perspective here. I don't have the information. He's got 16. He's got like over a third of his deck left.
Yeah.
And there is a small outside chance, low as it is, that he hasn't drawn it.
Yeah, but he gets to draw. I mean, basically as many. I mean, he gets to see 4 cards with Alibi Artists here.
Die.
I mean, I think the odds are definitely in his favor of finding scary stuff. Thank you for Fruit for following. I just honestly imagine that this Doji Challenger is going to go in and be like, I'm gonna pull in Kachiko. Oh shit, Fate Worse Than Death.
That's probably what's gonna happen. See, Palace on Broken Provinces for each side. Manipulator just ups the dial, so it's fine there. He doesn't really care about the honor at this point. He just needs as many cards as possible.
And Alibi Artist looks at cards and draws 1, and then the other Alibi Artist is going to look at cards and draws 1. Yeah, I think this is going to be a rough thing. Casing.
Be rough.
Casing could actually present a problem for the Scorpion player though, on the Stronghold conflict.
The military duel.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can only Fate Worse Than Death, either him or the Challenger. Rebels is now pretty farmable, while Kachiko's on the board. In you go. Military fire and pulling Kachiko.
And someone in the chat just said, why don't you bid high to try and potentially turn off the artist? I mean, that's a valid play, but he did have at least one manipulator in play, and also bidding too high in this situation when you have two characters dishonored, one of them leaving play. You could just end up with you shooting yourself in the foot and dying to backhanded compliments instead.
Yeah, there's no good answer here. Scorpion just has too many tools to win. He goes air, not fire.
Oh, and he attacks with Kaizen as well.
I think we'll see Kaizen sent home by the favorable ground.
Yeah, but I think you just slam the. You definitely hit the challenger with a Fate Worse than Death if you have it, and then if you want to pull back a Kaizen, he basically just wasted a conflict there. So.
It forced a card, but yeah, no, it's not the best. Tenerim, you got to make him play him.
Oh yeah, but you 100% Fate Worse than Death this challenger. Oh, there it is.
Bang, there it is. Third one there. Boom. This matchup must be so depressing as Crane.
I mean, this is the matchup for everyone. This is exactly what happens for everyone against Scorpion.
No, it doesn't. I just run them over. It's great. I just kill them. I'm like,
no. I'll play that matchup. Basically, if you don't find Shard Chagatai round 1 and Scorpion gets favor round 1, you are in deep fucking trouble.
Not all, man. I play with Nivik Ho and Mark Payment. I would say that Nivik is probably one of the top 5 Scorpion players in the world. Mark is also incredibly talented at playing Scorpion. He just doesn't main it, so I can't give him the same accolade. And I am probably overall over 50% on both of them. Like I've got very good, and they're like, these guys are great players. You know, it's very much on Scorpion to stop you winning. Like Scorpion needs the longer game, and if you don't allow them to have that, then they just die. Like they need cards, they need to draw their deck. It isn't just down to charge Chagatai, and these guys run the correct number of Cunning Magistrates as well. These guys are running 3, so it's a very, very winnable matchup for Unicorn. It's probably actually one of our best matchups, actually. Like super favored, I think. But yeah, I mean, this is just from my experience. It's very hard to put enough Dishonor tokens on Unicorn, and also they have things like Yurts. You know, there's just so much conflict pressure. You've got Charge, Cavalry Reserves, your Banzais, your Curve Blades, you've got Tetsuko, you've got ways to covert, you've got ways to send home. You know, it's really tough for Scorpion to actually have a presence in those conflicts. And if you're on my current splash as well, Crane, I'm on Crane Splash Unicorn, where I run 3 Gossip. They can't even do things like Display of Power, turn 1. It's hard for them to win favor. You know, there's ways you can take them apart quite easily.
All right, fair enough. I'll concede to that.
I will go on record as saying that, and then instantly lose to the first Scorpion I play in this tournament.
Well, that's just how it goes.
No. Okay, anyway, we've dilly-dallied here. We've got the Coup de la Grace coming in here.
Yeah, this is...
oh, man, he didn't have either, so...
Toshimoku is in the conflict.
So I think, actually, no, that's pretty good. You defend with both of these. If he Kachiko's out 1, then you send in Kaizen and you duel. You win.
Oh, yes, but Kaizen is bowed and Kachiko is enough to break on her own.
Yeah, that's also true. Yeah, with the favor there on political as well. This is probably GG. I
mean, it all comes down to if Toshimoku managed to win this duel. Like, even if it's sent home and then it pulls back in with favorable ground. I mean, he's a 2 to Kachiko's 3?
That's not looking promising.
I mean, but the Scorpion is on 4 honor, so he can't... If he doesn't have duty, he can't bid 5.
I would bet that he has duty by now.
I mean, yes, but that's the mind game, right? Do you bid 1 and hope that he bids 5 and doesn't have duty, or do you bid 5 and hope that he bids 1 because he thinks that you're just gonna bid 1 and try to drain? I mean, it's a little bit of a mind game. I mean, there's a very tiny sliver of hope on the horizon for the Crane player here with Toshimoku.
It's extremely tiny. You would need a microscope to see the sliver of hope currently.
Oh yeah, actually, chat points out that you don't have to bid 5 with Kachiko. You only have to bid 4 because it's already up by 1. So at a 5 to 4 bid, the ties real and Toshimoku Jewel does nothing. Oh, but I think we're gonna see a second policy debate here because the Ornate fan goes down on Toshimoku.
Oh, there we go. Is he calling in favors? No, he bows sends home Toshimoku.
He's probably just gonna move in with favorable ground then.
Yeah, he's got to move in. Maybe a policy debate on one of these alibi artists, which will honor him.
Hang on,
then he can win the duel.
Has the manipulator been used this round? I'm gonna scroll back up.
Yeah, it went up to 2-2.
Alright, so manipulator is already used, and it's yeah, it's already once. It's not once per phase; it's once per turn. Okay, round. I mean,
even if you win this duel with Toshimoku, like you're basically like Hail Mary that he hasn't drawn. Any other ways
the court games on Kachiko.
That's gonna do it.
That's just 100% gonna do it.
And that's it. We see the pass from Djinncito there. That is the end. That is the end of another very sad, depressing Scorpion versus Crane. I would love to know the percentages on this matchup because, 60-40 is considered a bad matchup, and I'm willing to bet this is probably in the realms of like 70-30, maybe even 75-25.
Oh, look at this. This is, I'm not approving of this.
What does he do? Backhanded compliment.
He backhanded compliments himself. Backhanded
toying with him.
Yeah, he's
toying.
He's absolutely just being bad mannered at the moment. He's just rubbing the Crane's nose in it all over the place.
That is very thematic, I'll say at least. A duel here. What are we gonna see? 5-1.
I mean, if he has duty, he might as well just slam the fire. Yeah, okay. See? I mean, he could have...
It's a game.
Yeah, but I don't know what this game was muy cochino means, but...
Maybe someone can translate that for us. Anyway, that was a sad, depressing state of affairs. I have another task for you, Tenerim, that I'm going to have to depart because it's my team. Team Canada, everyone's favourites, no doubt. The team that everyone's probably rooting for. About to go live in 15 minutes versus Wales.
Oh, wow. I think I've promised to stream a game that started at 9 from someone else.
Okay.
I'm not entirely 100% on that, but I might have, and that's probably going to be the last game I stream as well. But I'll look into it quickly.
Okay, yeah. So it's happening literally in 10 minutes, I think, actually.
Yeah, so this was Hungapore versus Spain, and the Scorpion clinched it in the end. And I
think this is actually one of the more contested brackets. So I think Spain are actually now. So that win brings them even.
Yeah.
Because they've got 2 wins versus Hungapore.
Yeah.
And they've just win. So this is actually a good, interesting bracket. It's wide open. You've got some excellent players on both sides. We still have the Spanish Wanda Phoenix Fleeper to play for Spain. COE on Crab is very good as well. Don't know much about Sorry Kiddo. Lenath obviously very consistent. And I'm not too sure on the last 2 Spanish players for Unicorn and Scorpion. But good matchups really across the board, I think. For Spain now. Crab, the Phoenix versus Crab. Phoenix probably a bit unfavored. It really does depend. Dragon is about 50-50, depending on what kind of dragon it is. Could be more or less if it's on some weird dueling deck thing.
Yeah.
He is on He's on loading times currently for my shitty internet service.
Yeah,
Right, he is. Oh shit! Yeah, he's on. He's on some wacky deck that features a Phoenix Splash Dragon. So.
Oh, I think I watched that. Is that the Hungaporean one?
Sorry, kiddo. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, he destroyed our dragon. Oof, that was not fun to watch because basically the Phoenix Splash in the Dragon Mirror means that you can't play Yukuni or like Alchemist or stuff like that because they're Shigenias, right? So you just bow them with Against the Waves.
Yeah, right. I hear you. It's less good versus Unicorn though, so that might be. So this Spain could very well still cinch this, though. Zelo really needed to win that for his team there just to keep them in. So yeah, good bracket this as it unfolds. Anyway, my dear Tenerim and the viewers at home.
Yeah, this is the end of this stream, and thank you so much, Johnny, for hanging out and co-casting with me. It helps out
Tenerim.
A lot.
Tenerim, any time for you, buddy. You're one of the best. So it's always a pleasure to be on your stream.
Thanks, man. I'm gonna cut the stream now, and there should be another game in a couple of minutes. I don't know exactly which one of the which I'm gonna stream. We'll see. I might have promised someone else. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. Thank you, everyone that followed, and I'll see you again shortly.